At this point, you should have sewn around the entire edge of your fabric after you have ironed it twice at 1/4 of an inch, and then you stitch 1/8 of an inch all the way around the edges. So now we're going to be making a casing, and what that does is it holds the yarn that we're going to be putting in the bag so that we can actually close this bag. So I'm going to zoom in so you can see this a little better. What we're going to be doing is we're folding the casing towards the same way that we folded all of the other folds, 1 inch. So you're going to need your seam gauge, and we're going to measure it the same way that we measured the other measurements, except for this is 1 inch. So I'm going to measure it there, and I recommend you use your pins to hold it in place. I would measure both sides and then the middle. Remember, the red line is showing us where the 1 inch mark is. And then I'm going to double check the center to make sure that it's not bigger or smaller. Once I've pinned that side, you are welcome to do one of two things. You can turn your fabric, like I'm going to do right now, and pin this other side, or you can take this side and go over to the ironing board and iron along the crease so that it stays nice and folded. You will need to iron it regardless of if you do this side next or if you go iron this side and then pin this side. So you choose, but I'm going to fold this one, pin it, and then go iron both of them. Just remember, if you're ironing with the pins in, you want to make sure that you don't get the head of the pin, because those are plastic and they will melt, and we don't want them to melt on your fabric or to melt on the iron. So be careful and make sure of that. Alright, now I'm going to go iron, and after I iron, I'm going to sew along the stitch line that I already have right here.